Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my Linear Ocean Learning channel on transformation of sentences according to structure, part 2, from simple to complex and from simple to compound. Today, my video is on Rule 4. Firstly, A. Simple sentences with to plus adjective or adverb plus to showing negative quality. That is showing negative aspect. Example, the old man is too weak to walk. If we want to transform the exemplified sentence into complex, we have to follow a structure. In my structure, I have used many abbreviations and I need to clarify them before going for the structure. Here S means subject, V means verb, ADJ adjective, ADV adverb, SP means subjective pronoun, IPO in place of, SFOO subjective form of object, OFOS objective form of subject, EX means extension. Now let's get to the structure of the complex sentence. I have already I haven't yet told it. Firstly, subject. Here subject is the old man. Let me write the answer. The answer of the question, that is the old man is too weak to walk, and its complex one is subject. Subject is the old man. Old man. Then verb is here is. Then IPO 2 in place of 2 we have to write is plus adjective or adverb. Here weak is the adjective, so it is weak, so weak, plus that plus SP. SP here is subjective pronoun. Subjective pronoun, here the subject is the old man and its subjective pronoun will be he. So it's he. Then cannot or could not. Why cannot or could not? If the sentence is in present indefinite tense, so long the old man is too weak to walk is in present indefinite tense, then it will be cannot. If it were in the past, it would be couldn't or could not. The old man is so weak that he cannot, plus extension. In place of to, we have written here cannot or could not, then extension means walk. Walk. The old man is too weak to walk, and its complex one is the old man is so weak that he cannot walk. Now, if we want to transform it into compound, the structure we have to follow is subject, the old man, verb is very, IPO 2, plus adjective or adverb, Here adjective is weak, So it is the old man is very weak plus and so plus subjective pronoun sp cannot or could not as complex sentence cannot or could not according to sequence of tense of the exemplified sentence could not IPO 2 plus extension. So its answer is the old man verb is here is in place of to it will be very. The old man is very, then adjective weak and so subjective pronoun he. Subject is the old man and its subjective pronoun is he and so he, and in place of to we have to write cannot. He cannot, then extension walk. The old man is too weak to walk and its compound one is the old man is very weak and so he cannot walk. Viewers, if you go through this line again and again, I'm sure you can master yourself in this area. There is no alternative than to working hard, so we should work hard. Then let's come to B. Rule 4B. Simple sentences with to plus adjective or adverb to showing positive quality or positive aspect. Example: the boy is too intelligent to understand anything easily. Its complex one will be like this. The structure we have to follow will be this: subject plus verb. Verb here is subject the boy. So IPO2 plus adjective or adverb. Here adjective is intelligent. Adverb. The boy is so intelligent that subjective pronoun, here subjective pronoun instead of the boy will be he, can or could. Viewers, in case of negative quality, we brought in cannot or could not, but here it will be can or could. IPO2, that means in place of these two, we have to write can or could plus extension. Answer, that is the complex of the boy is too intelligent to understand anything easily. So its complex will be the boy, if we follow the structure, the boy, verb is here. So in place of two we have to write so, plus adjective or adverb. Intelligent here is adjective, so intelligent that plus subjective pronoun for the boy is he. Then so long the sentence is in present indefinite tense, the auxiliary verb we have to write is can, he can. Then extension, understand, can is here in place of two. In place of two we have to write can. Then next part of the sentence, that is extension, understand anything easily. The boy is too intelligent to understand anything easily. Its complex is the boy is so intelligent that he can understand anything easily. And its compound one will be this. We have to follow a structure, compound. Subject the boy, verb plus verb is very, IPO2, plus adjective or adverb, here adjective is intelligent. The boy is very intelligent, and so plus subjective pronoun plus can or could, IPO2, plus extension or next part of the sentence. So its answer is, let me write here, answer, the boy is very intelligent and so he can understand anything easily. Viewers, we can make this compound in another way. In place of and so we can write and, but in that case here we have to change some words like this. The boy is very intelligent and in place of and so we can write and, but we cannot put the subjective pronoun here. And can understand anything easily. We can do the same with the rule A. The old man is very weak and cannot walk. Now rule C. C. Simple sentences with subject plus verb to adjective or adverb for plus object obj means object to plus verb base. Example: the load is too heavy. Heavy is adjective. For me, me is the object. For me to carry. If we want to transform it into complex sentence, then we have to follow a structure, complex. Subject, verb, so IPO2 plus adjective or adverb that IPO4 plus subjective form of this object. That means subjective form of object me is I. So let me write subjective form of object. Cannot or could not separate it. IPO 2 plus verb base plus objective form of subject. Here subject is the load and its objective form will be it. So let us follow the structure and put down all the words one by one, then we will get the complex sentence. Subject the load, verb is here. In place of to we have to write so, then adjective heavy, then in place of for it is that, plus subjective form of the object me is I. In place of to it is cannot. So long the sentence is in present indefinite tense, it will be cannot, not couldn't or could not carry. Then objective form of the subject, the load, will be it. Now let's make it compound. Compound. Subject, the load, verb is very, IPO to plus adjective or adverb, here adjective is heavy, the load was, then it will be the load is very heavy, and so IPO for, that is in place of for we have to write and so, plus subjective form of the object, I, subjective form of object here is me and its subjective form is I, plus cannot or could not, IPO, that is in place of to, plus verb base, that is bare infinitive, bi, carry, verb base, plus objective form of the subject. So if we follow the structure of transforming simple sentences with to plus adjective plus for plus object plus object, the compound sentence will be, if we follow the structure, it will be the load, let me write here, the load is very heavy and so I cannot carry it. Viewers, one important thing here I need to say to you, that is cannot. This is the only auxiliary verb and negative, they come together. Other than this cannot, there will be no auxiliary verb with not together in any other case. Could not, will not. But if we contract them, then they will be won't, shan't, wouldn't, couldn't, mustn't, like this. And cannot, can't, not is coming together with cannot, can. So the load is too heavy for me to carry, and its complex one is the load is so heavy that I cannot carry it, and its compound one is the load is so heavy that complex one so heavy that I cannot carry it, and compound one is the load is very heavy and so I cannot carry it. Let me give another example, because so far I have used adjective, no adverb. Let me give an example with adverb. The deer is double E. The deer ran too fast. Fast is adverb. Too fast for the tiger to catch. This is too small to catch. Its complex will be the deer ran so fast that, in place of for it is that, the tiger, this is object and its subjective form is the tiger. The tiger, it is in past indefinite tense, so the auxiliary verb will be could not or couldn't. Could not in place of to, could not catch, and subject objective form of the subject that here is it. If we put it into compound sentence, then it will be the deer ran very fast, and so the tiger could not catch it. Viewers, this is the end of rule 4, and you see, these are too easy. This may seem too complicated, but if you practice again and again, if you work hard, if you read more and more, you can have perfection in your learning. See you in my next video. Till then, goodbye.